All right, if I get too technical for you, it ain't that technical, but it's just what's going on today. But before that, let's not look at me. Let's look at this is the view from the shed right now. We've got this glorious sunset, and you can see the big mountains behind. So that's why I'm sitting here contemplating a video. Anyway, here's what happened. So these are the old fork seals out the front end, obviously. Where else would you have a fork seal? And they're totally different. Totally different. Anyway, so I've just rebuilt the front end, and I've done it so many times. And yeah, I watched it, and fuck me, I've got a bit left over. On one of them, I didn't put the ring. And I'm pretty sure I did it on the one I did today. I'm pretty sure I did it on the one I did yesterday. Ah, bugger. I can't. Oh, and all because I've put progressive fork springs in as well. These are the old ones. And I've only got one extra spring. So basically, I haven't put fluid in yet. So basically, I've got to take that apart really to see at what point I had a little daydream and forgot. But I did get the engine in today, and I didn't scratch the frame. I didn't scratch the frame. Not even at that little nasty bit around by the exhaust. So I'm really pleased with myself that, which is why I'm just sitting here looking at it. So that's my midweek progress update. But wait. Look at that sky. Why would you work on a bike when you've got that outside your shed, huh? Right. Well, we got typical cats never gonna cooperate with the video, are they? Well, don't work with animals. This is the sky this evening. Oh, actually, I tell you what, it looks way better through the screen than it does through the window. It's not that good. It's good enough. We had a big thaw. There's no snow now. But let me show you what's going on the bike. So you know what? I took this fork apart and the spacer was in there. Okay, then it must have been the one I did the day before. So I took that fork apart and the spacer was in there because they gave me an extra spacer. So I took both forks apart needlessly, not trusting my own judgment and capability and concentration. Turns out I should have done, because I didn't need to take them all apart again, but I saved the seals. So as you can see, front wheel's on now. And also, I bought this mudguard years ago and it fits beautifully. I've got to deal with strip threads, and that's really what this is. So, and you know how I bragged about not scratching the not scratching the frame? Well, it was teetering. It was teetering on the jack when I was getting the front wheel in, and it bloody slid and scratched the frame. But it's so down there, I think I'll get away with it. So then I put the transmission in. And then, we'll ignore the back wheel for now. Yeah, you want to go out now? All right then. And then, so this is this huge bit of aluminium plate that aligns the transmission to the engine, which the belt drive runs on. And I still got excited about emptying the shiny box and starting bolting bits on, and I roughly knew the order that they had to go in, and so I did all that and got that in and was quite chuffed that, because there's two sides to a Harley and this is generally not the prettiest side, but that's the way it is. So so I got that in, and then what I've done today is locate, tighten and tighten 16 bolts. The two at the front that hold the engine, which also secure a little sort of, I suppose you call it a sump guard, not that I'm going off-roading on it. And then the back ones, and this one, the nut on the end of this. What a bastard to get to. I had mirrors, I had grease, I had contortion, and it probably took me an hour to get the nut on there, because you can't put it on first, because this is the hell of mismatched parts. This has to be in place to align the transmission and the engine. I suppose what I could have done is tighten the other three, and then we want to come back in now. Oh. So yeah, I know. Feed you in a minute. So anyway, bastard getting that. Then I had to do the tranny bolts, the plate that mounts the transmission, and I had to put that one upside down because it won't go past it. I went back, and then the plate, then mount the transmission to the plate, and then I can get the shocks in, which go in after, which is the clipper. And when the shocks are in, I can put the back wheel in. But I've only really put it in for show because I gotta, and this is the tricky bit, I've got to have the belt straight, and it mustn't hit the profile of the tyre. I got to get the pulley straight, and it can't hit the swing arm. And then I got to get the caliper straight, the caliper bracket straight, and so there's so much alignment to get right there. And shut up, feed you in a minute. And so that's what's going on. So there were some parts that needed spray. After the frame came back, the shock absorbers, which I decided to do black and turned out really well. There's a bunch of other little parts. So I made a little spray booth, and although I've taken it down now, it's all plastic and I've taken it down, you can see where it was on the ceiling because I had a bit of string from here to there, and all my bits were hanging. I'd get inside this little spray booth there and spray. It was so toxic. But anyway, that's where I'm leaving it now because I'm going to Sofia this weekend and have a total break from the bike, which really has been total obsession for the week. And Cat's going to have to look after itself, and whiskey bottle's empty, and that's the story. That's what's been going on with the bike. And let's go back to the sky and see what it's doing. Oh, there we go. It's a lot of reflection, but cool. I'm not exactly sure where we'll be this time next week, but tune in and find out.